Family, I want to give my opinion about what I believe to be naivety, or what being naive is. Naivety, or being naive, in my particular case, seems to be an inability of my part to accept things as they are, opposed to the way they should be. We should be able to expect and be able to demand a certain degree of respect and reality from the people that run our lives, run our government. We should be able to accept this based on the reality that what is deemed harmful to society on a whole should be something that our government should be concerned with. But what reality should suggest is that that's not the case. The people that run our government and the people that are involved in our day-to-day lives, without our consent, are being able to access this consent that we're talking about illegally, according to their laws. Now, my being naive has been that I have wanted to and attempted in every shape, form, or fashion to express the reality involved in us being able to expect certain things. Of course, that's naive because that's not the case. But the issue is, this is something that we should understand. It's just common sense, or better yet, just balanced thought. Okay? Now, that makes me naive because I believe and understand the nature of common sense. My relationships online have been beyond common sense. But the norm is that the madness that I've seen is the norm. It's reality. I become naive because I expect for the next individual to have as much clarity and common sense as I do about approaching a situation. That is to say, an example of it is my being and asking a simple question of explaining what my current situation is online and what is expected of me. Now, I become naive because I don't want to accept that which I do not understand and go along with it. Now, naivety on my part also is expecting these people to clarify that situation in such a manner that I do understand it. Now, I could call that naivety. I could call it a lack of clarity. But common sense dictates that you should clearly understand whatever the fuck it is that you're involved in, and if it is not for you, and you don't have to deal with it, then you need to alleviate it from the equation. Now, when viewing the reality of the situation that I'm involved in, I see a lot of shit that's harmful not only to myself, but everybody that I fucked with. This whole movement we've been on and about has been about us coming together to fight against that reality that is harming us as a people. That makes me naive because I expect and understand that it's necessary for us to fight back against anything that's harmful to me and to the people that I fuck with. Now, since I have no such programming that allows me to understand and accept bullshit, there seems to be a problem about naivety and me being special needs. Family, when you don't understand something, ask that question, and when you know it to be harmful, then attempt to make that change. What has been dangerous to those that have programmed us to believe a particular thing is that we are now questioning what is reality, and is this reality something that's good for the whole opposed to a 1%. When the 1% affects the whole, then of course, like in the equation of destroying everything for the 1% needs to go. That's reality. And until we receive clarity, then we don't know what to do. But in this particular case, we have. So we need to alleviate that 1%. That's just common arithmetic. Now, again, I've spent a lot of time getting to know a situation and an arena that is basically, from what I can see, corrupted and abnormal. And that it is and has been something that has altered and harmed society all the way around the board. So, this being the case, common sense would dictate that yes, we are the norm, because we are concerned about our own well-being, the whole. My attempts in the past was to find out what type of common sense was within these boundaries that we're talking about with this equation that's been presented to us about the norm. I know it to be false and fictional because it does not help the whole. So what I'm going to do, as far as clarity is concerned, is move forward in presenting as much knowledge as I possibly can so that we can equate a solution that's best for the whole. Family, we're going to leave that shit alone for a minute, and you guys have a great weekend, and I'll get back with you as soon as possible. Love you.